pretty. I'm obsessed.
I started my day off by prepping my favorite chocolate chia seed pudding. If you don't like chia seed pudding, this will change your mind, trust me. It's like a chocolate pudding and seriously so good. I blended together a banana, protein powder, peanut butter, some plant milk and oats until everything was smooth. Then I poured it into a glass, added 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and left it in the fridge while I was working out.
Okay, time to work out. This is day 11 of the Iron series from Caroline. And I had a rest day yesterday, so I'm so ready to destroy my legs because I know that's what's coming up.
Baby, live it up, you know the work week coming. Turn it into profit, so the hurt means something. Shine on the competition, shorty, that's easy. Cupid on the collar, so the next stay freezy. Fresh waves, no stains. Swinging in the rental, got it hogging both lanes. Quarantine clean, but the streets still dirty. Round to the 9 if it's past 8:30. I've been on my grind.
Yum. The consistency is like so good. It's like a chocolate pudding.
The word of the lunch was speed. I honestly needed something quick but filling, so I made a tofu spread. It's basically like vegan cream cheese, if you will. I added a block of firm tofu into a food processor along with some apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and chives. I blended them until it became a creamy consistency. I served with a few slices of sourdough which I toasted with some olive oil in a pan. Spreaded the cream cheese on top, topped with some cucumber slices and sea salt. As a little side dish, I chopped up cherry tomatoes and black olives, salted it, peppered it, garlic powdered it, and called it a day. Super yummy and surprisingly filling.
Spot on. Spot on.
For dinner, I made a creamy cashew pasta. For this, I cooked some whole grain penne. Then I chopped up mushrooms, tomatoes, onions, and garlic. For the pasta sauce, I blended together 100 grams of cashew nuts with coconut milk, seasoned with smoked paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, curry powder, and turmeric powder. Blended everything up until it was smooth. In a large pan, I sauteed the onions in some olive oil, added water and some Italian herb, along with the chopped up veggies. I let them simmer until everything was cooked. Then added a bunch of spinach leaves, some capers, and poured on the sauce. After a minute or two, all that left was to stir in the pasta. Quick, easy, and so delicious.
And dinner is ready. This is one of my favorite pasta recipes. So creamy, good for you, filling, all of the above. And Mia is always here. Hello, Mia. Howdy, howdy. I still have some stuffed dates in here. So I'm gonna have some for dessert. They are just peanut butter, some chocolate, dates, and sea salt, and they are so good. Yum! What are you guys doing here? Do you want like kaya?
I usually have blocks of cravings. Like I would have an oatmeal phase, a chickpea phase. Right now it's yogurt bowl phase. I used coconut yogurt topped with ground flax seeds, peanut butter, some homemade chia jam, pumpkin seeds, banana, and frozen berries. Full of good stuff to kickstart my day in the right way.
training upper body today. Let's go.
Hey. Hey. Check. New fit, new watch, fresh kicks, boardwalk. Hit the spot with whole squad, rolling up like big shot, big shot. Never is when I stop, hit the highway 1, now we headed for the boardwalk. One cent, cool sir, 1 cent, cool sir. I ride, boardwalk, boardwalk, boardwalk. 1 cent, cool sir, 1 cent, chill sir. I ride, boardwalk, boardwalk. Look, many. Catch me riding double shot like dropping to the summers in. Catch me with a baddie from Selena's, them and all they friends. Rolling with the squad, staying cool like a ceiling fan. Keep it anonymous, you don't know me, dawg. In the Ville, I'm E.T., outside call me rapping guy. Told the homie wild horse to kick it, it's been too long. Finna hit the function and then after hit the boardwalk. New fit, new watch, fresh kicks, boardwalk. Hit the spot with whole squad, rolling up like big shot, big shot. Never is when I stop, hit that highway.
Another massive craving of mine lately, even though it's winter, it's smoothie bowls. Literally cannot have them enough.
It's looking so crazy. Yum!
This time I added banana, frozen strawberries, oats, ground flax seeds, protein powder and some soy milk to blend. Blended everything up in a food processor into this beautiful deliciousness. Simply in love with this.
Okay, please. This thing literally tastes like strawberry ice cream. So good.
For dinner, we went to this pizza place where they serve pizza with vegan mozzarella. It's one of the best I've ever had. I ordered a margherita pizza with vegan mozzarella, capers, arugula, and olives. I spent my night with my boyfriend and I had pizza. Seriously, what else can I ask for? Lately, I've been really into yoga, like really into it. It makes me appreciate my body even more and it's such a great tool to become more mindful. For breakfast, I made a blended oatmeal. For some reason, it's so much better than just regular oatmeal. I used oat flour that I previously made by blending oats. Just blend everything in a blender, then heat it up. I used around a cup of oat flour, a mashed banana, cinnamon, a scoop of protein powder, a cup of soy milk, and cooked them for 5 minutes on medium heat. As toppings, I used some kiwi, banana, raspberries, and a big spoonful of peanut butter. This was the perfect breakfast. For lunch, I made a poke bowl, which I already made in my previous video, but it's just so good it had to be repeated. I cut up a broccoli and a block of firm tofu. I marinated the tofu in garlic powder, salt, pepper, soy sauce, olive oil, and the most important, orange juice. seasoned the broccoli with garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some olive oil, and baked both the tofu and the broccoli in the oven for around 15 minutes on 180 Celsius degrees. Meanwhile, I prepped some rice.
Oh, too good, butter, too good, butter, too good. Too good. Ew. Okay, so lunch is very low key, so just some rice, edamame, tofu, and broccoli, and some avocado on top. Simple but delicious. It's snowing. Yay! Snowing. You match the snow. Look at them. They're the cutest dogs ever. Oh! Ah! You're too old for this thing, right? Just leave me alone, you say.
For dinner, I made some baked sweet potatoes, which I topped with curry chickpeas. I baked the sweet potatoes in the oven for 25 minutes until they were soft. I drained and cooked a can of chickpeas seasoned with curry powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. My favorite way to make any dressing really good is to use hummus as a base. For this, I just added soy sauce, rice vinegar, and some water, and that was it. I topped the sweet potato with the chickpeas, the sauce, and some basil leaves, and enjoyed my little dinner.
This is a strawberry frappuccino, coconut milk and vegan cream. Wow.
Oh my god.
There's even chocolate in there, and it's delicious.
Yeah,
And then there is this. It's crazy. It's a vegan cupcake, and it tastes just as good as it looks. And there is this filling inside. Oh, there is no filling. I was mistaken, but it is delicious. Happy eating. Guys, I was not lying. There is a filling, and it's so good.
Oh my god.
Yum.
Yummy, yummy. Oh, so yummy.
Como yan?
Next morning, I had the chickpea cravings again. I made the same type of curry-flavored chickpeas on the stove. Then I made a guacamole. I used avocado, red onion, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some olive oil. Topped 2 toasts with them along with the chickpeas. I also felt like drinking some green smoothie, and I just threw in a bunch of stuff into the blender, like cucumbers, celery, spinach leaves, banana, Timmy blends greens powder, lemon juice, ginger, and blended them up with some water. Honestly, I had very low expectations, but it turned out okay. I had this smoothie with my avo chickpea toast, such a satisfying breakfast.
I thought it was gonna be very bad. Let's go. Day 13. We're done.
When there's no time, I always have a smoothie. My personal favorite is this raspberry one. I use frozen raspberries, banana, ground flax seeds, oats, protein powder, and soy milk. I blended them all on up and fueled my body in the most delicious way.
So this is one of those days when I just don't have time. So this is just a lifesaver, having a smoothie with a bunch of goodness in it, and it truly saves my life sometimes. So cheers, guys. I'm not gonna lie, today's a hard day. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, and my mood is not the best, so there's no option left. We're making crepes. It's like my biggest comfort food ever, and today I really need some comfort. It's snowing and it's so beautiful. So that's a really good part of this day. These are dates, and I do have a slight obsession. Pure heaven.
For me, baking is a self-care act. It calms my mind, brings me into the present moment, and of course, I even get to eat in the end, so it's an extra reward. When it comes to making crepes, I love to go for the intuitive baking vibes. Since I am usually making some for my family, I don't like to measure anything because I'm making such a big batch. I do, however, have a recipe for you down below if you want to try it.
I'm just so excited, so excited.
I also wanted to make something savory before I had my crepes, so I just mixed together some cherry tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, arugula, stuffed olives, avocado, extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, and seasoned them with garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some Italian herbs. I served this with some olive sourdough, and trust me when I tell you, this salad was one of the best I've ever had. Sometimes things turn out really good because they are just simple. Served the crepes with this chocolate hazelnut spread, which made me feel like I was in heaven, some stewed berries and coconut yogurt. It was insanely good, period.
No words to explain how good this is. Wow.
Label, how was I meant to know? Well, there's a dog on the bottle, and there's a woman holding the dog, and she has...
Okay, let me skip to the best part. I mean, this is the definition of my kind of comfort food, and I'm so excited. Luna is here as well. We're just chilling now. Yogurt and raspberries. And this hazelnut chocolate spread combination, speechless. Oh my god. It's a full body day and I'm ready.
If I had a choice, I'd be at the bar right now. Sipping on a Moscow Mule while I listen to some blues. Yeah, but I'm in the sky flying to you right now. Yeah, you say you from Montego Bay, so I'll come to you. Ooh, and I get some peace and quiet when I die, 'cause I'm on the move. Yeah, 20 something, that's you. I got time, so I'ma do whatever it is I want to. Oh, yeah, yeah. Whatever it is I want to. Listen, yeah. this designer, I got it, baby. I just like to find it just cause I know that you want it. Check it, it's Gucci on my ass. But I only want it if they ain't already got it. I'm young, fun loving, fuck it, let's take a flight out to Japan. Baby, keep it 100 just so you know that I'm the man. Ain't finna settle for no cushy life, was never in the plan. Baby, I got direction, I'm moving, I'm ballin' stepping.
The next morning, after having my go-to matcha latte, I made a breakfast burrito. I crumbled some tofu, fried in a pan with garlic powder, salt, pepper, and turmeric, along with a splash of olive oil. I spreaded some hummus onto a tortilla wrap, topped with bell pepper, spinach, the tofu scramble, and some black olives. It went down in no time. For lunch, I was really craving a good old stir fry. I chopped up a few cloves of garlic, zucchini, carrots, and bell pepper. In boiling water, I cooked the noodles. I started to fry the garlic in a large pan with olive oil, seasoned with curry powder, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and garlic powder. I added some chopped up red onion, edamame beans, and the veggies. For some extra flavor, I poured on some soy sauce. I also found some frozen beans in the freezer, so I threw them in there as well. Spiced things up with some more chili sauce and chopped up peanuts. Serve the noodles with chili flakes and the peanuts and enjoy.
Bon appetit! So good. Tastiness 10 out of 10.
When I'm being lazy, I usually bake a bunch of veggies in the oven and make a side dish. This time I baked potatoes, zucchini, and onions. Seasoned everything with salt, pepper, garlic powder, curry powder, and smoked paprika. I baked this in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 Celsius degrees. Meanwhile, for some extra protein, I cooked a can of butter beans with tomato sauce and Italian herbs. I served everything with quinoa.
Food, 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 food. I need to edit, so we multitask, but if you have the time, take your time to eat properly.